From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. Today's pod is an exclusive extended edition with extra information and conversation beyond what you saw in our Sunday morning broadcast. Becoming a publicly traded company, certainly a milestone for businesses that boom. The latest Indiana company to achieve the feat is ARAI, an autonomous delivery network headquartered in Indianapolis. This month, company leaders and excited shareholders traveled to New York to ring the NASDAQ opening bell in celebration. Dan O'Toole is the chairman of the board. He shared with us details on that and the new global partnerships for the company.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
And it is my great pleasure to welcome Dan O'Toole, founder and CEO of ARAI to NASDAQ's market site. I'd also like to extend a warm welcome to the entire ARAI team and all of your distinguished guests joining us here in the heart of Times Square as we prepare to ring today's opening bell. Today, we celebrate the power of artificial intelligence and a bold vision for the future of autonomous delivery with ARAI, trading under the ticker symbol ARAI. Congratulations, everyone. Headquartered in Fishers, Indiana, ARAI is the backbone of autonomous delivery network anchored by patented AI-powered delivery centers called ARAI Points. With a mission to enable secure, efficient, and convenient delivery for businesses and people, ARAI combines robotics, AI, and real-time data to drive the future of autonomous logistics. From the last inch of the last mile to seamless handoffs, ARAI's platform is transforming delivery workflows and establishing a new standard for chain of custody, security, and operational efficiency. The momentum continues with today's opening bell ceremony as we celebrate ARAI's listing on the NASDAQ. Congratulations again, everyone. Dan, we know this is a team effort, so congratulations to you and the entire team on all you have achieved together. We are exceptionally proud to be your partner, and we look forward to supporting all of you as a NASDAQ-listed company. And now please join me in welcoming your founder and CEO, Dan O'Toole, to the podium for further remarks.
Thank you, everybody. What a day, right? What a day. This is our day. I'm gonna read my little thing here because I'm so nervous. First off, I want to thank my family, my beautiful wife, Stacy, my mom and dad. My dad couldn't be here, unfortunately. All of our pre-public 5,000 investors. This is all your day. I couldn't be here without you. Thank you so much. Without each of you, this wouldn't be possible. I want to welcome all of our new investors that have joined since we've gone public. This is your company too, and just means so much that you've joined us. Every day we want to be the company that we would want to invest in, and that's how we conduct our business. I call us a We the People story. I want to thank my exceptional team and their families for all the support in getting us here. It's been a big lift, and we haven't forgotten any of you. I also want to say thank you to Rob, Sam, Rupali, Sean, Jake, Elizabeth, Liz, Ton, Brandon, Luke, Kylie, Sonali, Angela, Hina, Kieran, DL, Brian, Eminem, Laura, and Misha, Rafi, the whole crew. Everybody love all you guys. You guys mean so much. Let's see. I also want to thank our C team that really stayed heads down and laser focused on the prize of getting the NASDAQ listing. That includes Mark, our COO, Todd, our CFO, John, our corporate counsel, and Nirav Shah. Nirav has been with me since the beginning. I want to say wouldn't be here today without you, Nirav. Thankfully, I was able to use all the negativity and doubt as fuel to really propel me. So thank you for that. I always say, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, or if your idea is so crazy, that just means you're right on track. Nirav, I'd like to grab you and have you come say one quick thing if you're around. Where's my buddy Nirav? Anywhere? While he's coming up, just remember, there's no bad ideas. You can do anything. As a kid, I always dreamed of taking a company public, and here we are today. I always say you have to dream big to get big. You have to move fast, never look back, and deliver with transparency and communication. ARAI AI is our ticker, and I want the world to know that we're all here live right now. So Nirav, real quick, say something fast.
Yep.
Thanks for being
Dan.
here.
Without Dan's dedication and single-mindedness, we would not be here. It's all thanks to Dan. It's the single-mindedness.
Thank you. Thanks, Nirav. Love you, buddy. We did it. Thank you all. Let's go.
Thank you. I'm Dan O'Toole. I'm the CEO at ARAI AI. We're based here in Fishers, Indiana. It started as a dream back in 2014. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, and I had this huge idea that was going to be quite massive to roll out, and I started working on it. And it started with my foundational patent that I was awarded in 2017, beat Amazon by 4 days, the Postal Service by 2 weeks, others by less than a month. And I just executed on that, built a team, got investment for the last several years, and today we're public on the NASDAQ.
Well, let's talk about that public on NASDAQ and what that means, and a little bit about the celebration that went into that.
Peggy, that's everything. That's not the end of the dream, though. That's just really the beginning. That's where we start. To do what we're doing is a big lift. We're changing infrastructure and last mile logistics, forever. So we've crowdfunded for the last 4 years, and we raised $12 million during that period, but we could never really get ahead of our burn rate. So to do something substantial, we needed to get access to the public capital markets. The NASDAQ reached out to us about 3 years ago and said, hey, we love what you guys are doing. We're always looking for the next big thing. We think this could be it. So when you go public, we hope you'll pick the NASDAQ. And they took this cool photo of a message that they put up on the NASDAQ tower in Times Square, kind of announcing our company. We're really proud of that. So over the last 4 years, we had opportunities to go public with other publicly traded companies. And I always said, hey, which exchange do you want to trade on? I said the NASDAQ, because they showed this picture of us. And I was very loyal to that. So for one reason or another, those deals didn't culminate. But when the last one didn't happen, I said, you know what, we're going to go it alone. We're going to control our own destiny. So we teed up our own listing on NASDAQ. We didn't, hook up with anybody else. We did it ourselves. I'm really proud of that. And on May 15th, we were able to go public and start trading. We rang the bell on July 3rd. Two things didn't quite synchronize because I always had this romantic idea of ringing the bell the first day we traded. But there's a big, long line to ring the bell, usually about 4 months. And I didn't want to hold off on trading because we'd worked so hard to get there. So I said, you know what, we're going to trade the first day we can, and we're going to get in line immediately. Maybe there'll be a cancellation date. We can jump in quickly. And that's what happened. So July 3rd, we were able to go out and ring the bell in New York on our stock that started trading May 15th.
Well, you didn't just go public. You also went global, kind of about the same time. Talk a little bit about these partnerships and how that's developed.
Yeah, what's happening, going public is a big spotlight, right? Adds credibility. The whole world knows, just in Indiana, there's only 39 publicly traded companies based here in Indiana. We're proud to say we're the 39th, but that just opens up so many doors. It adds credibility. People want to work with companies that have that kind of credibility and market prowess. And, we're proud of that. And so we've announced a partnership with Sky Air in India. We've announced stateside partnerships as well. Our engagement is up, thousands of percentages since being pre-public. So it's a great way to go. I'm really proud of what we've done, how we've gotten here, and how we're executing on that.
You have some interesting philosophies about your shareholders, and helping them be involved in this company. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, if you put $1 into this company, it's your company. You're a co-owner with me, and we treat you that way, and we're very proud of that. I think I was mentioning, we just rang the bell in New York. We had nearly 400 people out there. One of the largest showings of a bell ringing ever. In fact, the NASDAQ could barely accommodate us. So I'm lucky we didn't have 401 people. Somebody would have been outside looking in. But, so I think I mentioned the culture we've built here is one of ownership, and everybody feels like you're part of the team. I take calls. I put my phone number out that I've had for 35 years. We have 5,000 shareholders going pre-public, and many of them are in my Rolodex, and I talk to them regularly. But in a lot of cases, people spent more money to come out to New York and to ring the bell with us than they actually invested in the company. And I think that is awesome. I think that demonstrates everything we know and believe. It shows how people feel really engaged in what we're doing. And you can't put a price on that. You just can't duplicate that.
Well, the concept of this company, and you might use Steyr as the example of how partnerships, what they're doing with it. And it's a remarkable system. It's a remarkable delivery system. Talk a little bit about that and how that's touching lives over there.
Yeah, everyone's life has changed if you're with this company or investing or partnering. It's changing very rapidly, and it's really amazing. The thing I would say about that is Skyair, when they came to us, the most astonishing thing that they said that validated everything I believe since 2014 is they said Arrive is the most important part of the last mile delivery ecosystem. It's not us as a drone company. It's not a robot company. Those are all kind of commodities. But this little piece of real estate where every delivery starts and ends with great connectivity, leveraging AI and big data, that's us. That's the ecosystem really needs that. We feel like we're unlocking the 100% of all the savings and efficiency that's happening in the last mile through autonomy because we're in that ecosystem.
Why is it important to you to stay here in Indiana versus the Mauritius now?
I'm from Indiana. I grew up here. I love Indiana values. I want to do something meaningful here in the Midwest. As we went to raise capital over the last several years, obviously the coasts are where the action is. But, don't discount Indiana or the heartland. One of the things I was always really proud of is this great team that we put together. I felt like we were kind of thrown into the deep end of the pool, dealing with Wall Street, lawyers, accountants, investment bankers, all that. And we always held our own. I was always proud of that. I always came out of every meeting saying, hey, guys, great job. I have a phenomenal team. I couldn't have done it by myself. Give all my credit to my team. It's like the biggest homework assignment you've ever done times 1,000, and we did it. We're here today, and I'm still pinching myself every day, Peggy.
Well, kind of on a personal note, and you're kind of leaving me there. Of all the things that you've accomplished, when you get up in the morning, what is the one thing that just kind of fills you with, I know we're on the right track, I love what I'm doing, and I can do this. That's so exciting.
It's all these validating calls, outreach from all over the world. 11 years ago, when I had the idea, I was reaching out to people, sharing it, and people thought I was crazy. But I came up with this mantra: if you have a futuristic idea and people don't think you're crazy, you're too late. So I believed in what we're doing. I believe that the notion of all this autonomous delivery, whether you're shipping something and starting on the ground or delivering something to the ground, is a non-starter. No wholesale autonomous delivery will happen at scale without a secure access point in that ecosystem, and that's us, Arrive AI.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, beoshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunity Show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at beoshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.